wondered what it takes to become a lead data scientist? A lot of it actually boils down to how you think and approaching your data. In this video, I'm going to really explain how you can think as a lead data scientist. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's talk first principles thinking and how that's going to help your success. Becoming a top-tier data scientist is like laying the foundation for a skyscraper. It has to be unshakable. It's really about embracing elegance and simplicity. And even the best data scientists focus on the basics. They deeply understand the core ideas behind their craft. And the first principle thinking is the process of breaking down a problem to the most basic components. How, what, and why. More on that in a bit. Once you understand the core concepts of data science, you can then solve problems much more quickly and accurately by building up from those. To really lean into first principles, we need to really ask the right questions. How are we going to engineer this? What exactly are we creating? And why the heck are we doing it? All ML models and AI models we build are created from different variations of these. Data scientists hit roadblocks when they lose sight of these core questions. They're fundamental for creating game-changing solutions. Instead of experimenting with ways to reach their goal, many just lock onto the first solutions they see. So much of data science is experimental, and first principle thinking guides it. Preparing truly starts when you're a junior data scientist. You start by applying first principles to understand how to build things the right way. So where do you begin? Well, it all starts with nailing the art of how to construct. It's not about understanding the code or getting proficient with the tools, but also really diving into crafting the details of the model. You gotta learn the ins and outs of data ingestion, purification, feature engineering, EDA, and all the little nuances model building needs to meet specific demands. So ask, how do I explore this data? What's the best way to build this feature? How should I clean this data? And how do I write this code in a clean way? And of course, what are the downstream effects of what I build? Questions here are super building focused and very important. You're really diving deep into understanding how the different processes of modeling works. And getting hands-on practice in building the model components helps you grasp the ins and outs of the process. Plus, you'll discover the importance of opportunity cost of building stuff, which is a crucial and underrated skill as you become a lead. Your ultimate goal isn't just showing off your technical skills. It's about delivering tangible value. And it's about tackling the tasks that you've been given and doing them well. Once you learn the basics and start seeing the opportunity cost of building features, you can really think about what you're building. Mid-level DS is where you take the how to build mentality and apply it. You're focusing on what you're building. Being successful here is really all about thinking about the limitations and the strengths of use case, data, and tools, then building the model. You take more ownership of the models being built. When you're building, you need to take these into account. What model should we consider? What data are we working with? And is it even available? And what features do we need to include? And finally, what and how do we version this model? When you're figuring out what to build, it's really all about understanding the resources and assessing time and difficulty. Once you know that, knowing how to frame questions is key. It helps you set expectations, ask for help, and get the resources you need to build your models. And here's the thing. Thinking like a mid-level data scientist requires being proactive and collaborating in problem solving. You need to think ahead. It's all about considering factors that go into play when building a model and deciding how to build it, or even whether you have the resources or data to build it. You'll often find yourself making modeling and build decisions in situations where the data and things are very ambiguous. This is normal. When you reach the mid-level, that's when you start to encounter this and really learn to work with it, which is a crucial skill if you want to be a lead data scientist. Practice hard here. I find so many bad habits for lead data scientists start at this level. This is where your principle first thinking truly gets put to the test, and where you're really thinking the broader implications and the impact of your model. As a lead data scientist, your primary focus should be strategic thinking and understanding the core purpose behind each project. Ask yourself, why are we building this? Use your experience as a junior and mid-level data scientist to guide your approach. Emphasize first principle thinking to shape your leadership and your project delivery. Question assumptions and dive deeper into data analysis, and you have to leverage your skills in evaluating data quality and its effective use. This means keeping the broader vision in mind and looking beyond daily tasks to implement the big picture. You need to constantly ask these questions as a lead. Why do I choose this model? Is machine learning even necessary for our business goals? And what is the purpose of this model? Remember, your challenge lies more in strategy and project scope than in just data and code. Clarify these aspects for your team and the business. Align AI and machine learning with business needs. Ensure your team understands the project purpose before starting, and that helps enhance their work and productivity. Avoid investing too much into products that don't align with the business model. Being tech savvy is important, but aligning your work with business needs is crucial. Use the first principles thinkings to navigate uncertainties and make impactful decisions. You have to understand trade-offs. This approach is key to being an outstanding lead data scientist. Trying to think like a lead is a major mental shift, and you can't do it all in one day. But it's definitely something that anyone can achieve with enough practice. It's all about the how, what, and why we build. And each found step becomes the foundation for the next level. Being a lead data scientist is like being a navigator. You're not just hands-on with the data ingestion, cleaning, or the model building, but you're there as a compass for your team members, guiding them to build the parts of the model that align with the bigger picture. You are there to manage uncertainty and provide direction. I'll be making more videos on these, so drop a comment and let me know what you would like to see.